It's 6:58 on a Thursday morning. You're standing at pump 4, watching the numbers climb. Your gray Civic has 161,000 miles on it, and the check engine light has been on for 11 months. A Silverado pulls in. The guy driving it works 2 cubicles down from you. His name is Marcus. His truck payment is $687 a month, and it buys a vehicle that turns heads at the pump and commands respect in the parking lot. 3 years earlier, your financial baseline is a mattress on the floor and exactly $214 in checking. Rent and auto insurance drain the account before payday even arrives, leaving you with quiet exhaustion as you stretch what's left over 11 days. Being broke at 24 is an incredibly solitary act. It is the silent, ongoing math of choosing the $2.49 bread over the $4.19 bread, tracking every cent item by item before you reach the register. Nobody sees you do it. 2 years pass without a single day feeling like a turning point, until an email announces a $3,100 annual raise. That same week, the Civic's transmission starts making a distinct metallic sound on cold mornings, a noise that translates directly to money. A friend of a friend is selling a low-mileage 2021 Tacoma with a clean title. Financed at a reasonable rate, the payment lands right around $610 a month. Your new income supports the math. A bank would approve the loan instantly. Upgrading your car is the expected move at this stage. Nobody would blink, and your parents wouldn't judge you for it. The perpetual car payment cycle rarely starts with a reckless gamble. It begins as a perfectly defensible, highly normal choice to upgrade your life and look the part of a successful adult. You keep the Civic. A mechanic looks at it and confirms it is just a sensor, fixed for $340. Sitting in the same gas station parking lot, you run a different calculation on your phone, wondering what that $610 could do elsewhere. Every month, $610 leaves Marcus's account for an asset that systematically loses value. Automating that exact same $610 outflow into an index fund for 15 years paints an entirely different picture. The exact same discipline drives an opposite result, curving exponentially upward. The process starts agonizingly slow. You fund a brokerage account with $50 during a lunch break. There is no ceremony, no swelling music, and zero outward changes to your lifestyle or apartment. Financial discipline does not require massive reserves of willpower. It is achieved by forcing a remarkable future through an extremely unremarkable action. You repeat it over and over until the money leaves before you can talk yourself out of it. When the account crosses 6 figures, the market drops 9% in 11 trading days. Your balance sheds thousands of dollars rapidly, testing your nerve until you put the phone down and stop refreshing the app. At age 32, sitting at your kitchen table with a laptop open, the math underneath your life flips. The relationship between labor and money reverses. The baseline column represents exactly $8,840. That is your total human output contributed from paychecks over 12 months. Next to it, the portfolio's independent growth towers over your labor, generating $31,600 during that exact same year. For years, you were the sole engine driving your net worth. Now, a second engine exists, one that never sleeps, never sits in traffic, and never answers a single email. Your money is now working significantly harder than you are. That mathematical threshold is exactly where financial independence begins. When the portfolio crosses $700,000, everyday threats are neutralized. A broken water heater requires a simple transfer and a mildly annoyed phone call to the plumber. It is a $1,650 inconvenience with a receipt, no longer a financial crisis. Your career ambition changes shape alongside it. You comfortably turn down a $9,200 promotion because overseeing a second location requires giving up 2 Saturdays a month, and you no longer want to trade your time. You have the leverage to decline the offer because your existing portfolio is already generating close to $24,000 a year entirely on its own. Meanwhile, an old friend drives a leased Range Rover and posts real estate closings online. Between beers at a cookout, he casually laughs about being 1 slow quarter away from missing his car payment. True financial freedom rarely arrives with a lottery win or a massive announcement. It appears quietly on an ordinary Tuesday when you say no to a reasonable request because your bank account can effortlessly absorb the gap. There is a hidden tax to this trajectory. A growing, unbridgeable distance develops between you and your peers, simply because the mathematical reality underneath your life stops matching theirs. When coworkers like Marcus ask how you stay so relaxed about money, a quiet awkwardness sets in. The 15 years of silent discipline is too complex to explain on a Friday afternoon in the break room. Back at the gas station years later, the Civic is louder and slightly more embarrassing to look at. But as you pull away, you feel absolutely no flipper of comparison to the shiny new trucks in the lot. The ultimate luxury is the unshakable boundary you build around yourself. It is the ability to decide exactly what your life looks like, entirely unbothered by the assumptions strangers make. Stepping out of the perpetual payment cycle guarantees that your biggest financial victories will be entirely invisible to the outside world. And sitting in the driver's seat of an old car, you realize you wouldn't trade that quiet power for anything.